Hello, everyone. I want to go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Darla Williams, and this is a group that we come together. I share a little bit of light language, guided messages, as well as taking people through a little bit of healing at the end through a fountain technique that I have discovered through the divine world, through dream, and have been able to bring back to this world to help others to alleviate some of the discomforts that we feel mentally. So I'm going to start with some light language, and that's just to clear our space, our hearts, our chakras, and just the rooms in which it's being heard in, so that you can remove anything anything energetic that is not serving your highest good. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. Ya shana shana shanaya. Ya shana shia shiane. Shiane. Yana shiane. Yana shiana. Yana shiana. Yana. Yana shana shiane. Yashana. Yana shiane. Yana. Yashana. Yana. I'm going to go ahead and start with Crystal, who had stepped up first, wanting to know what you need to do to assist the world more. I'm going to start with the Rose Oracle, which is but while I'm running through the cards, I actually want to tell you what I feel in my spirit and what I'm hearing, audibly hearing right now. Just be authentic. Just be true to you. And the more you're true to yourself, the more it's going to assist the world at large. What's blocking you is sometimes you compromise your own belief system to make others happy. And it is okay to be your authentic self. That's what I felt guided to say. I don't know how accurate, I don't know how that is perceived, and I hope that no one takes offense but that is really what I heard, is just be authentic, be true to you, and everything else, the more you are that truth, it automatically opens that door for you to help the many all the way around. Your first card pull, though, because I do feel really drawn to the Rose Oracle for you. The Rose Oracle has to say, Okay, so I have to ask you, do you feel drawn to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? Now, out of the fifth one, do you feel drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? You said 3. Your card is the rose thread, inner call, soul led, the mystic, loving courageously, sorry. So I will go ahead and read that to you now. That is this is a card of the mystic, the one who's in touch with the depths of the inner world and the inner weavings of the world and beyond, way beyond. They're dedicated to listening to the mystery voice whispering within, to follow their intuition and living in accordance with that, to living by being guided by the rose thread. Following the rose thread means being dedicated to walking the way of the rose, to being in service to humanity and dedicated to writing a new story. It requires courage and faith and the willingness to pave a new path. The rose has been a symbol of the mysteries for thousands of years. The rose thread is an invisible path that the mystic follows. It takes courage to trust it, for the path is difficult for every single person. This is why it requires courage to trust the inner call, and those who do so find great reward. This card is a sign that you're being called to follow this intuitive path led by the thread deep within. You may find that you're in a place of great change and being called to have faith and gather up the courage to take the next step. This card is a sign of encouragement to keep taking the next step. It's acknowledging the courage to live a soul-led life and honoring you for always taking the leap. Rose transmission, even when things feel unclear, especially when they do, trust that I'm always led from within. That really goes and lines up with what your question was. So you are right on your right path. Just follow your truth, speak your truth. Don't compromise yourself for no one, and do your best every day. Just show up and be you. Just show up. That's all it's saying. You don't got to do nothing special, hon. Just show up, be you, be true. Happy. I want to seek out direction from your unicorns, because the magic of the unicorns really will let us know where we're at on our path. And right now, that's what you're seeking. Where am I? Am I on the right path to what I'm thinking about greatly? So in that, because I have a unicorn that guides me through life, and I have many that I'm surrounded with that are very unique like me. I absolutely love, I don't say unique, I say unique. And we got Sparkles showing up on the camera. Go ahead and show her off again. She's adorable. Sparkles has actually taken a road trip with me. And then she took off and went off to another state with her. So these are my little unicorns everywhere. And Kathy, to answer your question, Am I on the right path for what I'm thinking about lately? Am I on the right path? What I'm thinking about lately? Your card says, the refreshing oasis. Nurture yourself. Gather your strength. Says, choosing this card suggests you need to rest, relax, and look after yourself. It is during moments of refreshment and peace that you can re-energize at a cellular level. So how can you best nurture yourself? Do you need a long soak in a scented bath, a massage, a walk in restorative nature, or a good holiday? What food and liquor does your body need? Liquid, not liquor. Don't drink. That was not what I meant. No, that was not it. No liquor. That was funny. How can you bring yourself into being? How can you bring yourself into equilibrium? An oasis is a safe refuge from the outside world. It is space in which to contemplate and recesses your life and to rest and gather strength for the next part of your trip. So your guidance now is to take yourself into the inner cave of calm and tranquility. Whether you accolade an hour or a week into looking after yourself, spend some time fulfilling the physical and the emotional needs. Your unicorn is recommending that you decide what is right for you and act on that decision. Treat yourself to something that is good for you or fills you with joy. This card heralds downtime for you. Switch your mind off in the silence. Then harness the resources you have to help you on your way. Many beings, spiritual or physical, have brought you to this point. It is important to thank them and remember that new guides may step forward to assist you on the next leg of your journey. Refresh yourself, close your eyes, and find yourself in a lush oasis. Be aware of the trees, the green grass, and the pools of water. Jump in the fountain. Your unicorn pours soothing, healing, refreshing energy over you. Take as long as you need to rest deeply. Consider how you can best nurture yourself. When you open your eyes, schedule time for yourself. Your affirmation today is, I nurture and refresh myself. So you have to do a downtime. Before you can begin your journey, you need to rest because a lot of work is before you. A lot of work is before you. To take some time, enjoy you for a moment before it gets chaotic. It's going to be good chaos, but it is telling you to take that break for a moment.
But
Joe.
I'm ready to go now.
No now. Wait.
Do you like? I told you how I always feel like, you know, when you're driving and somebody puts their slams on the brake and they put their arm back.
Yes.
I feel like Spirit's always like, hold on.
Your guide is holding you back, going, can you slow down? I have a perfect time up ahead of you. Slow.
I'm pretty sure Laura and Crystal have given me the same.
Can I say something quick?
Yes.
Please? Okay. Do you watch the sunrise, Kathy?
No, but I will.
I think you should.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I think the universe will have lots of things to reveal to you.
Yeah, there's a lot coming in. I mean, even when you were reading that, like I was hearing, I've been telling you this, like I'm hearing that in my head, like
It does. That's why I was telling you with her, with Crystal, I actually heard an audible, message. So I want to go ahead. I know that I have someone else, Jan, is it Jan or Jane? Want to welcome you.
James.
Yeah, it's me, Darla, Jan.
Oh,
Jan
Oh,
Wallace.
it's Jan.
Jan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
hi.
never saw the last name.
Okay.
So Jan, do you have a question that you would like from your guides, angels, card read, whatever I feel led to pull or do?
Yeah. It comes down to my making for a developed practice. There are so many irons in the fire, and I've been overwhelmed for not really just months, but now that there's a lot of help that I can have in the moment, and it's going on across these past few months, it's also extremely overwhelming. And I know that I need to get structure. And I'm asking this gentleman that I've found from a download really algorithmically. And I've gone to his webinar, and I still have not yet heard from him. And maybe that is taking a bit of patience, because it's just been a couple of days. I want to just find out from my guides overall, am I going to get through this without my head exploding? Because every day, even though it's good, I'm going forward, it's still so much. Ugh.
Yes, I can relate. I do understand. Am I going to get through this
Yeah.
with my head still intact?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And
I
thanks.
am super glad that you're here and that I can ask this and see what the guides have to say. I'm going to go back into my
Mhm.
order here that I originally asked. Joe was up next. Joe, you asked, how can I be more efficient in reaching the goals that I have for myself and my business growth?
Mhm.
Don't shoot the messenger later.
What?
I said, don't shoot the messenger later.
Oh, okay.
Because my question right now is going to, the answer is going to Joe. And Joe's question again was, how can I be more efficient in reaching the goals that I have for myself and my business?
Mhm.
Prioritize. That's the first word I heard, prioritize.
Okay.
This one was not for you, Jan, this one's for Joe. Your
Oh.
question will come up later and I'll
Okay.
answer that. I'm going through and I'm getting messages in. And as I get to, I'll let you know, Jen, when yours comes up, okay?
Okay. Quite okay. Thanks.
But Joe, it says to prioritize. The first thing and foremost, prioritize. That word has been like, since you asked the question, has been coming up. Meaning, it's not that you don't have priorities, it's that you put everyone else before you. And it's okay sometimes to put yourself first. So as much as you want to always be there for others, sometimes you're going to have to say no. And it's acceptable to do that. But make sure that each day that the first 5 things that you do are in reference to what you want to achieve. So set your first 5 activities of your day to be in motion to achieve so that you can be more efficient. So make yourself your first priority. I feel like an archangel card wants to jump out at you. They're jumping. Your card is Mhm. Two of Ariel says it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or project at once, making work fun. I have a reverb coming through the house, so I'm going to shut this door. Have I get echo of myself from another room? It says that it's important to have balance. You may be working on multiple jobs, or you have several projects going on at once. Reconsider your to-do list. It is really necessary to accomplish it all. Is it really necessary? That's an actual question. Is it really necessary to accomplish it all? The key to managing stress is to think of ways to make your situation more fun. Look at life in a playful way. You may be having challenges balancing your budget. Be cautious of juggling your finances in ways that causes long-term difficulties. Career changes should be looked at carefully and decisions made slowly and logically. Additional meaning? Going with the flow. Make it look easy, the ability to get by on little money. So how was that for you? Did that help? Okay.
Yeah, it definitely reaffirmed things that I keep telling myself. So I guess next time I come around, if I ain't figured it out, I might have to ask how.
Okay. But that is the message. Just prioritize. Take care of you. Make sure that the first 5 things you do each day are really for you and setting you up for your success. It's okay to take care of you first. You can't help others unless you help yourself first.
Right. Thank you.
James, how do I improve finances? The first, sit down with what you do have and make a list. What is a need and what is a want? What are you not willing to give up on your wants? And what are you willing to let go of? What isn't serving your highest good? First. But that's not all that the angels want to say. What I'm feeling led to is that you have a couple different opportunities laying before you, and you're not sure what to take and embark on. Do the one that feels good. Do the one that you feel called to, that just is standing there telling you. If you don't have that yet, it's coming into your way. It's on its way if it's not already there. Pay attention to your surroundings, listen to opportunities. Know that there are choices before you, but do the ones that literally bring income, but that you enjoy doing. If it's something that's quick money, but you absolutely hate it, how much are you really going to do with that money to increase it? How often are you really going to show up truly, authentically for it? If you want monies to gravitate to you, you have to be grateful in giving it out as well as receiving it. So if it's hard pressed for you to give, I recommend giving. Even if it's $1, if it's $5, if it's $100, whatever you're comfortable with, find a space to give. Something that you know that it can be honored, that it was going to go to the next level. Because the minute you open that door by giving, it automatically gives you a sense to receive. So I don't know anything more. That's what I feel led to share with you. But I also feel that you need to hear from the angels in the cards. So I'm going to go ahead. Do you have anything to say that you'd like to say, James?
No, it makes sense. I mean, it resonates.
Resonates?
Yeah, but nothing's here yet. So
So just keep your eyes open, because there is something, it's what I was hearing. There's something there, just literally, it's there. You just haven't heard it. You haven't been tuned into it. Pay attention to those that you're around, those that you enjoy being around. You may have a friend who's looking for something. You may have an opportunity is just randomly thrown in your lap, but there's something. And it's something that you're going to have passion for, that you're going to enjoy doing. And that's what you got to look for, is that part that you can enjoy.
okay.
Um, how do I improve my finances? What do the angels want to say? Do you feel led to 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
3.
9 of Raphael. Make a wish. Dreams become reality. A joyful time of life. Raphael says, make a wish. Now your hopes and dreams become a reality. Financial and material gratification flows to you as a reward for all your hard work. Worries fade, fears dissolve. Life is magical. Beauty and happiness are yours. Life feels joyful, and there is finally an opportunity to kick back and have some fun. Additional meaning, dreams coming true, simple pleasures of life, contentment, sensuality, and loyalty. So even Raphael is telling you something's on the way. Your dreams are about to come true. I just felt led to say it, and I just said what I felt in my heart. And then Raphael confirmed. You picked the card, I didn't.
Right.
Like, I had nothing to do with that. That was just really amazing confirmation. I was even impressed. I was like, wow.
Right.
Don't forget to give.
Right.
Laura, Laura. Will new opportunities be coming to me within the next 4 months? This is so loud. Oh my God, Laura. How dare you ask that? You have opportunities before you at any given moment. Every moment. You're given opportunities. But are you willing to step into all the opportunities that are around you? So, with that taken into mind, take everything that is presented to you each and every day and write them down. Take an account to all the opportunities that show up. When you start seeing them, more start coming in. Acknowledge the ones you have, and you will have more than enough within days to start really tuning into every opportunity. Life is an opportunity. The message that's coming forth is just be and know. And in that, you will receive. Just be and know, and you shall receive. So if you have a specific one in hand that you're thinking about, that you're wanting, start with envisioning it, imagine it, create your own world of imagination for it right now. Begin building your own structure there so that you can actually build a foundation for it, so that you can start creating the walls and the layers and having it actually build and come to life the way that you want it. You are your own creator, and every opportunity, there's always opportunity before you.
Mhm. Thank you.
Miss Debbie, it said here in there that you were having a hard time getting a job. Will I get one in a month? Yes, there are opportunities at hand. What I'm hearing is that you may take a job because it's available and it's something to bring in, but that's not your stopping point, just to start the flow. You have to let go of stipulations and know that if you can resist that and open yourself to any opportunity, the opportunities that you really want will actually land on your path. But you have to start by accepting and receiving so that you can put that into motion.
Okay.
So I would say yes, trust, take those things that you may not actually want to stay at, but know that those are the launching pad for you to get to the people that are going to bring you to the things that you need. But you've got to start somewhere. And anywhere is better than nothing. So that is what I get. That's what I heard. But I want to ask the unicorns to go with you. So I'm going to have them give us a little guidance and let our unicorns lead the way, because they always know. Question is, am I I've been having a hard time getting a job. Will I get one this month? We have 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which are you led to, Debbie?
4.
That was the only one that was turned upright. I actually saw it before, but I threw it in there. It was like letting you choose. It says shower of blessings.
Oh, good.
So here it comes. Worry about what it is. Take it. It's going to lead you to it.
Okay. Thank you.
Your card says, you're welcome. It says the shower of blessings. Open yourself to receive. Pay it forward. This is a card of receiving and then giving. Your unicorn is waiting to pour its divine love and light over you. That light helps you to fulfill your destiny and bring wondrous things into your life. So your guidance is to ask for a unicorn blessing and open yourself up to receive. When you do so, magic can happen. Remember to thank your unicorns for what you are about to receive, as this brings the new forward in a divinely perfect way. Blessings flow in a never-ending stream if you allow them to. So pass on to others any that you receive to pay it forward. In this way, expand your heart chakra and allow the love and light from your unicorn to stream through you. Send this unicorn blessing to someone and picture them receiving whatever they most desire. It may be perfect health, abundance, happiness, or something material. You can forward blessings to someone who is close to you or to a stranger. Offer unicorn blessings to situations in your life or the world and visualize it resolving for the highest good. This will raise the frequency of what is happening in the world and allow divine alchemy to occur. Breathe in your heart. Receive and send unicorn blessings. Breathe into your heart and sense it opening, Debbie. Invoke your unicorn. Ask it, grace you with a cascade of blessings. Open your arms to receiving them. Sense a shower of diamond light being poured over you. Feel the energy flowing through your heart and into your hands. Direct a unicorn blessing to a person or situation. Visualize them receiving what is needed for the highest good. Your affirmation is, I am open and ready for a unicorn blessing. That is your read, Deb.
Thank you.
Bella, thank you for holding space. Looking to see, I have Melissa's question next. And in that question, how close am I to forgiving myself for the past? The rose. How close am I to forgiving myself for the past? How close? This is Melissa's question. How close is she to forgiving herself for her past? Do you feel drawn to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? What is it?
3.
1, 2, 3. Sorry, I was not focused on the screen. I saw something and then I was like, oh, I didn't catch that. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. What number do you feel drawn to?
7.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guys, I can't. I'm sitting here like this is the most beautiful card for what you just asked. Healing is happening. I'm not making this up. You asked, you picked the number, you pulled your card. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. I'm going to cry with you in a minute. Yeah. I have the privilege and the honor of knowing Melissa's story. And to see this card right now, I'll tell you, if there was ever a message being delivered on time, it is today. I'm so grateful that I get to be used in this level. You guys have no idea how emotional that really is, because I know that she needs to hear this. The healing is happening. And if I can clear up my eyes a minute, I can read. Oh, cry for you. For real. Wow. It says healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. You're not broken. You're a part of the ever-changing nature of life. Ever-changing, ever-changing, ever-changing. Change is your natural state. The rose knows that you were never meant to stay the same, to be one single shape, size, or way. You're not normal, and that's normal. You're always becoming more and more of who you truly are. Healing is happening every moment of every day. You're returning to your true state every moment of every day. Call in your support team of people who can hold you in that, who can trust in the grace of your natural state. A true healer knows that they're not the one doing the healing. Rather, they're holding the vision of the return to wholeness, knowing that wholeness isn't a stagnant state. When you embrace all parts of life, from the ecstasy to the agony, the joy to the grief, the bloom to the fall, the bud to the rose hip, you'll realize that healing is always happening and life is on your side. No one is immune to the polarity of this human experience. The only way through it is to embrace all parts of it, the light and the shadow. And as any healer or initiate knows, the only way to the light is to embrace the shadow within. The shadow, and sometimes the pain, is a portal to your liberation. You're not broken, you're healing. Healing is happening. Trust in the timing of life. Rose transmission, healing is happening. Healing is happening. Healing is happening.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Jan, I am going to go. First, we're going to go and get your unicorn. We're going to start with your unicorn.
Okay.
Because one, I have a feeling and a knowing that ultimately, yes, this might be a stressful time in your life, but you've been through worse.
Amen.
And out of that, you have a resilience that sits within you that you can lean upon anytime things seem to be of sorts. So remember, trust and know that all things work together for your good. In that, you'll be able to find the peace. But we're going to go ahead and ask your unicorns for some guidance on your path. And I'm going to pull a Rose Oracle card. I feel also drawn to an angel card for you. I don't normally pull that many. I feel led to do that though. And I know that it's at the hour. If anyone needs to go, I understand. If not, I'm going to continue this one because I feel led to do the fountain at the end today, and that will take probably about 10 minutes. And I want everyone to know if you have prior things, I will do a recording and you can ask me for a recording later if you need it. If you have other things that you need to jump to, because I know that Crystal and Laura, I know you guys do. So I'll be over there shortly. But that's a strong card there. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and grab all three cards. Where's your third cards? And Jan, if you can, tell me, do you want to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6?
3.
1, 2, and 3. Out of the 3, I have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Which card is yours?
1.
I'm going to start with the rose. It says linger of the rose.
Mm.
The linger of the rose says, lineage of the rose, moved by the goddess, here for this, soul call gather. These times, these changing diverse times, your soul chose to be here right now for this. You're part of the collective team led by the goddess, by the mother of us, all to weave the thread of the rose back into the tapestry of humanity, to make spaces where all people feel cherished and safe, to heal and be healed from the destructive patterns of patriarch, I can't say this word.
I know what you mean.
Huh?
I know what you mean. Patriarch.
Yes, like that word.
Okay. It's okay. Yeah.
To be part of the return of the goddess to the earth. If you've been doubting your path, you're being called to look within and trust the whispers and weaving from the caverns deep. The way of the mystic rose is walked by few and known by heart, not mind. Try not to overthink, rather trust the threads that are woven deep. This card contains within it a confirmation of the inner call and the reassurance that you're not alone in it. The mother of us all thanks you for being part of these changing times for humanity. She acknowledges your devotion to doing your best to support yourself and others in the journey back home, to themselves, to each other, and to the earth. She wants you to know that she is available to guide you every step of the way. Speak, sing, and dance with her. You are led, you are led, you are led. Soul inquiry, how are you being called to commit more deeply to humanity on the earth? Your next card is the 9 of Ariel, which
Okay.
once again has your unicorn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for beautiful things in life. That is 9. Of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. You've worked hard, and now it's time to enjoy the finer things of life. You've acted with wisdom and been very cautious to ensure that you make only the best choices. Your self-reliance has paid off. Now you have the opportunity to relax and enjoy life because you've earned it. You find spending time alone to be very enriching and gratifying experience. There is a peace and well-being you only find in the quiet of your own thoughts. Now it's time to pursue spiritual interests as you continue to evolve and grow. Your additional meanings is contentment, the beautiful things in life, retreating from the real world, home improvement, and redecorating. And your final card, Dan, says, spiritual warrior. Show you are a wise leader. Command the universe.
Mm.
So, yeah. This is an amazing read for you. I mean, this is really right up the alley of what you asked. You know, can you get through all of this? This is a heaviness. There's a lot that's going behind this. You're redirecting so much.
Yes.
What an honorable space. And yes, that comes with a heavy mantle.
Mm-hmm. It's really great to hear that versus, I guess, people that can't, teachers I'm talking about previous, who say, and I don't mean to take up the time because I know that there's a clock, to say that I'm felt sorry for or that I'm spoiled, is not really meeting me at where I head as opposed to what you think I should have because of your reading, your embodiment for what you can understand right there in this in the moment. And I've just had teachers previous like say to me, you seem too much, you seem scary, I feel sorry for you, and you're spoiled, and I don't know where all of that comes from. It's like they were thinking of what I'm in the moment as opposed to where they can help me to head into.
You know what I'm hearing, Jan?
Mhm.
I'm hearing that the world around you has not been through as much as you have, and that you cannot relate to those who are around you, and they cannot relate with you.
Yeah.
It's not that there's not a place for you. It's just you haven't found your connection yet.
Mhm.
And you are in your process, and that's why you want it so much, for that yearning of acceptance and love and appreciation and the embodiment of who you truly are, your true authentic self, has never been able to be appreciated because most people cannot endure what you have. So you have been a warrior, a spiritual warrior, to set a path for many generations. You were the one that chose to stand up for many generations to follow you, and they're going to be able to do it with ease because you chose to come here and fight through it.
Mm.
What an honorable space that you have. It
That's
says
right.
here, show you are a wise leader, command the universe. When you are a spiritual warrior, you are strong, courageous, and wise. You use your power to protect the weak and vulnerable. You're honest and honorable so that people trust you and you are loyal to you. You are emotionally mature because your masculine and feminine qualities are in equilibrium. So gentleness is a balance with decisiveness, compassion with firmness, and serenity with action. You are a natural leader with the authority, charisma, and grace, and you empower others to do their best. When you receive this card, you're being called to look within and see that you have the qualities of a spiritual warrior. Stand in your power with wisdom. Your unicorn is alerting you that choosing this card means that the universe will bring forward the opportunity for you to show your mettle. So be prepared. At the level of spiritual development, you no longer make requests, but you are a leader who commands. So be clear and firm about what you want and where you're going. Know that legions of angels, unicorns, and light beings await your orders. Command your forces of the universe to align behind your intention, and they will support you. The unicorns will light up your vision and pour higher blessings over you. You are a force for good. Be one who enables humanity to make a jump shift into the new golden age. Command the universe. Be clear about what you are bringing forth. Stand tall and firm. Raise your frequency by invoking the Christ light, Christ light. Call on your unicorn to light up your energy fields. Firmly tell the universe aloud what you want. Use your authority to command the forces of light to expedite this. Know that it is now coming forward. Prepare for it. Your affirmation, I act with the authority and strength. So on that, I want to take everyone, and what I do is a fountain healing. And what that is the technique that I went into a dream state. I was able to go in with the angels and a bunch of other things. Some who have already on this has already experienced it. But I know for those who haven't, I always give a little bit of an explanation, only due to the fact that sometimes people have been through traumatic experiences and they cannot trust somebody they do not know. Now, there are a few on this call that do not know me. So what I want to tell you is I was given an opportunity to deal with my own healing through a dream. I went into a garden, and in that garden there was a fountain. And in that fountain, long story short, I went in and I received my healing. That garden was full of angels. They could see me. They told the fountain called me forth. And I got to step in, and I got to have this light flowing water that came down over my head, entered in my chakras, and literally poured all the way through me, removing everything out of my storyline that was no longer serving my good. And it was deposited into the ground. And then it was brought back up and through, and I was brought through the healing. So anything that you might have today that has you hung up, that makes you feel less than, that makes you feel overwhelmed, that makes you feel confused. If you're looking for the resources, allow for that light to flow in, receive it as it's coming through, and allow those negative things to wash away. So I want you to go ahead and just sit back, get comfortable, close your eyes, and I will guide you through. Take in a long, deep breath, and exhale. I want you for a moment just to see the gates, the flashing, open, closed, open, closed, open. And now you feel an invite into the garden. As you step in, you start to see the lush green grass growing everywhere. You see the bushes and the bushes and the thicket out in the back. You can see the tree lines, and they go on for miles. You can see the flowers. You can hear the birds chirping. You can see the butterfly fluttering by. But in the center, what you're drawn to most is the fountain. This fountain is so massive. It's so large, but it's so inviting. As you draw closer and closer, you can actually mentally see yourself in steps, and you want to step up. Go ahead, step up. And then when you're flush to the top, I want you to step down. As you step down into the fountain, you can see the waters just circulating. You can see them pouring down from the top. As they're pouring down from the top, you not only see the waters, but you see a light cascading effect that's pouring down through it. And you can feel the warmth, but it's also a cooling effect. I want you to go ahead and walk into that as it's coming up around your feet, swirling around your ankles, around your calves, and around your knees. As you get forward and into the line of the fountain flowing down, you can feel it now touching the top of your head. As it's coming down your head, you can feel it now touching your shoulders and pouring down over the top of you. Now's the time to go ahead and open up your crown and receive. Receive from above your healing today. Bring that down into your mind of all those limiting belief systems, those thoughts that keep you out of alignment, those things that other people say, and those negative words that are being spoken by yourself and others around you. I want you to go ahead and pull all of those things up into a circle, into a ball, into the middle of your mind, in your third eye, that you can see that all of these lines and these words and all of these things are being pulled in into the circle of light. I want you to bring this ball down into your throat. As it hits your throat, I want it to remove all the storylines that you've spoken or that you've repeated that others have spoken over you. I want you to be free. I want you to be healed. I want you to know that you can truly live from your heart space. I want you to drop this water down your shoulders, down into your hands, down your arms, into your fingertips, all the way back up and into your heart space. As the waters pour through you from your crown to your third eye, to your throat, down into your heart, allow this to break free anything that keeps you limited, that makes you feel overwhelmed, that makes you think that you're less than. Allow that to be washed out, cleansed, restored to health, wealth, wisdom, knowledge, truth. Bring that down into the solar plex, busting through the limiting belief systems, the addictions, the painful experiences, all the things that get held up into your solar plex, and drop that down into the sacral, where you're bursting through anything that limits you. Bringing this down to the truth, into your core, into your root, to the foundations of creation, of who you were created to be from the beginning. As you get into the root, down near your spinal column, down by your coccyx, or the tailbone. Go ahead and allow this water, just cleansing, to bring you back to the truth of who you were created to be from the foundations of the world, whole and complete. Bringing that down, no longer having any anxiety, any overwhelmed, any irritation, any problems that keep you from being in alignment. Bring this down into your thighs, down into your calves, down into your feet, allowing this flow still coming from above, down into your mind, down to the third eye, into the throat, into the heart, into the solar plex. Removing anything left, any residuals, clearing it out, down into the solar plex, deep, deep, deep into the solar plex, down into the sacral, down into the root, down into the thighs, into the calves, into your feet. And now press this out, create roots and press this out into the ground as far, far, far away from you as possible, down into the center, into the core of Mother Gaia, and deposit it. Lay it rest where it may be, because it's no longer serving you. Bring back just the light and the waters back into your feet, into your toes, into the soles of your feet, up into the calves, into the thighs, into the root. This time I want to bring this up straight up your back, right in between your shoulder blades. And I want you to take in a deep breath. And I want you to exhale. And allow for your heart chakra to open up so that you can begin receiving. As much as you give out, may there also be place for you to receive. Bring this back up into your shoulders, into your neck, up into the brain stem. Bring that all the way back up into the top, into the third eye. But I want you to go ahead and illuminate the frontal cortex of your mind. And I want you to see and replace all of these things that have been hindering you. I want you to replace it with peace. Being here now. And checking in always with your heart, Go ahead and release. Let that go back into the heavenlies. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And I know we went way over today, and I'm grateful for all of you that stayed. If you guys are ready, if you need to say anything, you guys can. If not, that's okay too. If you need to go, you're more than welcome to dismiss. Just want
Ever
to
so
hold.
thank you, Darla.
You're welcome, Jan. Much love.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to say thank you, Darla. For real, thank you for everything you do. We love you.
Much love.
Thank you.
You're welcome, hon. Anybody else?
Thank you so much for this really amazing hour. Thank all people here for sharing their personal things and letting us be part of it. And it's really a high energy. Each of us is blessed being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. I am so glad you were here. Blessings, love, and light. James, how was that for you? I know that's your first time going through the fountain. Gisela, was that your first time through the fountain? Was that your first time through the fountain too, Gisela? I know Jan's been through it. Melissa's been through it. But I do know that I got to run over and go support Crystal.
Okay.
Melissa, would you like a link to go to their card read? I'll send it to you so you can jump on. It's just a live on Facebook. If anybody else would like, just go ahead and let me know and I can send them a link too. It was good. Have to go back and watch. Oh, that's all right. When you can sit down, if we can connect, James, I can also send you an audio that you can listen to the fountain again. So we can just connect through Facebook or something. If you connect with Laura or Crystal, they'll have a way if you go through them to reach me and just send me a friend request. And I can send you a link that you can listen to an audio. But I'm gonna go so I can go support the other ladies that were here. Blessings, love, and light.
To you too. Thank you.
And Jan,
everyone.
anytime you can reach out to me, love, as well
Okay.
as anybody here. Bye for now.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.